So this, actually when we're jumping, when we're running, the first like 14, 13 steps, we're pushing back. But once we get closer to the board, we're actually transferring our energy from pushing back to going up. And the only way to do that is if we're high kneeing at some point. All right, so I'm driving out like this, then I'm coming up, and at some point I'm like this. All right, so we're only focusing on the high knee with no speed. All right, and the goal is you're gonna high knee, and then once you get to here, you're trying to jump straight up into the air. All right, so I'll show y'all. We're doing high knees with a little bit of, like I said, this is gonna kind of make it harder to jump because you have no drive out, but it's going to help in the end, all right? So we're like this.
Whatever that I say I am, I can achieve just what I want to.
Hold this real quick. So the first thing we're gonna do, no matter where you're at, is the goal of this drill is really we're showing you how to start in the long jump or triple jump. So the whole goal of this drill is to make your first 4 steps longer. So come over here real quick. This is literally all we're doing, all right? And I'm gonna show you how this will help. So you either start with your left or your right foot forward, whichever one you actually do when you jump. And what you're gonna do is you're going to look at the 3rd yard. So 1, 2, 3, all right? 1, 2, 3, I'll put my shoes down right here. All you're doing, you're gonna take 1 step and you're trying to hit that first mark. So I'm literally like this, rock forward, rock back, and pushing off as hard as possible, trying to make sure that I hit this. Now, the only way to do that is if I push off from behind and I actually look at where I'm trying to land. So before I give like even more detail, I really want you guys to like actually try it. Since you guys, I'm pretty sure know how to start in long jump, I just want to see how far you get on your first step. So you both can go individually, but like stand right here to start. And basically you're gonna rock back. It's, I didn't even hit the 3rd yard mark, but you're trying to hit that shoe basically. Okay. So using as much force as possible. Good. Okay, good. Now, hold this real quick. So this is what I want you guys to add with it. There's 2 things, but we're gonna do the first thing first. Your arms, all right? So your legs are actually going side to side with your arms. So if my arms are like this, then my legs are gonna be like this. So I need to over exaggerate my arms. So almost so over exaggerated that you're almost looking goofy. So like this, arms like this, and swinging my arms like this. They almost should be straight. The first like 4 to 6 steps, your arms are almost straight like this. They're not bent, they're straight. So you're pulling out, almost like if you were a helicopter. If you're a helicopter, you wouldn't like move your arms like this. You would move your arms like this because it's gonna get more force with your arms out. So let's do it again. And just take 1 step this time. Don't do the 2nd step, just so you could focus on the first step. Okay. And remember, just arms big. Just focus on the arms and stare at that shoe. Good, that is perfect. Let's go. Shush, shush. Go, think about only arms and staring at the shoe. Arms almost over exaggerated, almost where somebody would say you're crazy. Good. All right. So now there's a very big difference between you coming off like this and you coming off like this. The only difference is this is a 90-degree angle. When we're doing our first 4 to 6 steps, we need almost like a 130 to 180 degree angle, because I'll explain. If I'm coming like this and I'm putting it down, it's coming out right underneath me. What I want is I actually want to almost like pull the track. So I'm coming out like this to where I'm getting as much distance as possible, almost as I have to jump over something. So instead of 90 degrees, now think my leg is out here. So when I'm coming here, I'm like this on my first step, all right? So now for this drill, you're focusing just on your arms and your leg swinging up, not 90 degree, think 130 to 180 degrees. To almost where you're going to stretch. So don't worry about your foot hitting the ground, worry more about it coming out like this. Yes, just like that. That is great. That is great. So the first step is gonna feel weird when you put it down because you're almost losing speed because you're not going to the next step, but we're gonna put it all together. So just think leg extended even more, almost like it's not bent. That's good. You kicked it out a little bit, but that's still good. All right, so now what we're gonna do, hold this, is the second step. And this, we're basically doing a competition with ourselves, all right? So you're gonna have a shoe and you're gonna have a shoe basically, to where I'm trying to hit the second shoe and it doesn't matter how fast I'm going. I could go so slow, but I have to hit the second shoe. I'll give an example, all right? So I'm like this, basically, and I'm doing 2 steps. All right, 2 steps pushing off to get as far distance as possible. And then I'm gonna put the shoe down specifically where you land. All you have to remember, try to hit that second shoe, but remember, in order to go further distance, your leg has to be here and you have to over exaggerate your arms. Perfect, that's good, let's go. Hold up. All right, you try to get past this shoe right here. Remember, arms and legs. Doesn't matter speed, it matters distance. All right, good. So now we're going to do this drill 3 more times, all right? And then we're gonna turn it into actually driving down the runway, all right? So your only goal is to get past the first shoe. Your goal is to get past the second shoe. So think, we're not on the runway right now. Think we're doing a competition. Who can go the furthest, all right, on the first 2 steps. However you can get there, even if it's so slow, you still have to get the distance. Use your arms and your legs. Perfect. Good, all right. So, hold this. Now what's gonna happen is, now when you're on the runway, the first 2 steps, you are thinking like you're running faster than what you just did. But right now, what we're going to do now is we are going to do those 2 steps and then sprint out past the 15. So it should only be like 3 or 4 steps. So we're doing like the 1, 2, then we're sprinting with our bodies still in the same position. So we're driving out the whole time. When I mean drive out is meaning you should not be able to see anything in front of you. If you could see something in front of you, that means your chest is too up in the first 6 steps. So you need to be down, looking down the whole time, all right? So you're doing 1, 2, then sprinting. And you'll see me still in the drive, but just faster after the first 2 steps. So remember, first to our distance, then I'm sprinting. So the first 2 steps, we drive out, then we're quick with the same drive out, all right? So after the first 2 steps, you're still driving out, you're just not doing it slow, all right?
Okay.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. So still remember the same angle after the first 2 steps. So still foot out in front, still over exaggerating your arms. Good, that's great. Remember, over exaggerating your arms, and then you're still driving out to the 15. Dang, Dom, your run got better. From the first time. All right, so do you have spikes or do you have shoes? All right, so let's put shoes on because we're gonna do a wall drill. So we're gonna put shoes on for 1 rep and then we're gonna put spikes on.
She got some new spikes.
Really?
Yeah. My mom got it. She got me a custom jersey too. It's actually pretty sick.
For what? Like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Competing.
That is cool.
It's got my last name on the back.
You gotta frame that actually. And I kind of look like this. You gotta, wait, is that you
she
though?
She took inspiration from it.
Yo, you have to make that real. Like, no lie. That is like the most unique thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause like you're jumping, I'm like, it's lit to be honest. It is lit. So the push off that we do when we run is gonna be the same push off that we do when we jump. So hold this real quick, we're right here with it. So we're going into the angle that we would when we jump, like this, all right? This is the angle we should be our first 6 steps. We're putting whichever foot that we start off with. So if I'm like this, I start off like this. I'm putting my left foot back, right foot forward. And you are trying to push against the gate like this. But look how my knee isn't bent. It's out like this, 130 degrees each time. Pressing through the fence. Don't come up like this. Stay down each time, pushing off. And you're just gonna do 10 reps, basically. So 10 reps. Yeah. Let's see the angle first. That's perfect. Okay. Now switch legs. Hold that. Switch legs again. Okay, now do it quicker for at least 10 times, as if you're trying to push through the gate. Okay, that's good. Go into the position again and put your other leg out. The opposite leg. So when this leg comes forward, you have to realize it was coming like this. Okay. So just remember, we're gonna do it one more time. Just remember, just like this, all right? So do it one more time slowly, and then you're gonna do it fast, focusing specifically on the over-exaggeration of the angle, all right? Switch on your own. Almost like your toes trying to hit the gate. Yes, just like that. Perfect, just like that. And try to push through the gate. Try to push through the gate. Yes, just like that. And then do it quicker. That is perfect. That's good. You next.
It's been a while since I did these.
Yeah, you gotta do them during your warm-up. This is literally what I did in my warm-up. All right, so your legs should be further back because you are taller. Yes, and you're looking down, put your leg up, your knee up a little bit more. Do it again. And you should be up like this. And think your toe is almost trying to hit this, all right?
Okay.
So do it, switch real quick. Switch again. You can put your spikes on, by the way. Switch again. Good, now remember, you're trying to push through the gate, so your foot should go pushing back, all right? Switch again. Yes, just like that. Switch again. That's what I mean, pushing through the gate, your foot has to go back. All right, let's go again, faster. Faster, and then you stop after like 5. Let's go, let's go, let's go. That is perfect. Now we're gonna put our spikes on, and we're gonna do that basically on the track. Then we're going to the runway. Runway, 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 runway. What do you mean by that? Hold this.
Water? Probably like hottest place.
So the first thing we're doing, it's off one leg. So we need to single this leg, all right? The drive out, remember we came out like this. This time we're doing the drive out again. Instead of our body is straight and we're thinking about going straight up into the air. So my body is like this starting off, and then I swing up like this. And I'll give an example. A lot of sprinters and jumpers, when they're going down the runway, they're trying to jump out. But what they don't realize is when you're sprinting, exactly how you sprint is how you're gonna take off. So if I'm sprinting and I'm pushing off, I don't have to try to push off when I actually jump. I actually only need to focus on going up because my speed is gonna take me out, so I need to focus on going up. So literally off of whichever leg you jump off of, you're here and you're boom, off of your single leg, trying to go as high and far as possible.
Can you do one more?
Yes. So remember, you're isolating this leg, all right? So it's as if I'm starting in a race, starting in the jumps like this, and then I'm swinging.
All right. You jump far, what the heck?
That's what I'm saying.
Jeez.
You get more bounce the older you get. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hold on, let me get my umbrella. So, where are my 2 shoes at? Where did my 2 shoes go?
Are they over? They're by your bed.
Okay. So yes, remember isolating your leg, it's going to feel like you have no bounce. Think about only going straight up into the air, using the same effort you did when you took off the first step. So over exaggerating your arms and your legs. Just like that. So isolating it is the hardest part to jump. When you're jumping, it feels way easier than that. But the point of isolating it is it makes your legs more coordinated and stronger, to be honest.
Should I do my other leg, like my takeoff leg?
We're gonna do both legs, so
Okay.
it doesn't matter which one you start off with. We're gonna do 3 each leg, then we're gonna move back.
Okay.
Hold up, hold up. Let me get my shoes real quick. So say you're right here and thumb, you're on that side. Remember, you're isolating that leg. Think about going straight up into the air with the same swing as you would do when you're driving out, over exaggerating. That is good. There could be more swing up. Put that shoe where you marked that, and then just put one rake or whatever. And we're just doing 2 more on that same leg.
Oh my gosh.
So you're trying to get past here, but I want you to think going up, because it doesn't matter if you go past there, but we want to focus on going up, swinging the leg up. For example, there's a certain amount of height that you could actually bring your leg. I want you to try standing up doing it. So just like this. So do you feel the like rubber band when you bring it up? Once you hit it, it like comes back down. You want to swing it up to that level as fast as possible, and then hold it once you get up there. Good, that's way better. And move your shoe. Let's go. Remember, swing it up faster until you feel the rubber band. So if it's to your chest, it's to your chest, but swing it up again. So that's what you're trying to feel. Once you get to the top, you're trying to get that feeling as soon as possible and holding it, all right?
Okay.
Once it gets up there, hold it. Ooh. So what you just did was almost like you swung it, but you didn't jump with it, all right?
Okay.
Break real quick, and you guys are gonna do one more. So you basically swung your leg, whichever leg you swung, your right or your left, but the opposite leg didn't actually take off. So, but what we're doing is not normal, actually. Even though you are jumping, it's not a normal motion, because usually you're running before you jump. So let's do one more. One more, you're trying to get further than the last distance, over exaggerating your arms. Good. All right, let's go. Now we're gonna move back 2 steps. Off of your right. So you're taking left and then right. So probably start at this board, and you're taking drive, then jump. So drive, drive, jump. So remember, each step is a drive, which is gonna make it harder to push off, but once you push off, we're going straight into the air. Using your arms. Just like that. So jumping like that is making it like way harder, because before you actually jump, you're really just hanging in the air like this and then taking off. So it's basically making your legs stronger, because one, you have to be able to balance. Even if it's like a split second, you still have to balance and push off. So every time, like if you jump and then you have to push back off, it's making all of this stronger. So once you actually come with more speed, you're able to handle it. You know what I'm saying? So 2 steps, 2 bounds, just like we did the sprints over there. And then you're straight up into the air. Over exaggerate your arms. Just like that.
Well, I hit my knees.
Perfect. Just like that. All right, let's do it again. Hold up. We're gonna do this 2 more times. Let's go, show your bounce. After the 2, it's straight up hang time. Good. After the 2, it's hang time. Good. All right, can you walk to the end? Can you walk to that fence and back? Maybe drink some water if you need to. Let's go. Let's go.
There's a
That's-
water fountain in there. Like right on the wall. If it's too long.
That's
It was, like,
all right.
There's one inside.
Yeah, right in those doors.
Yeah, let's. Oh, we have spikes. Let me
There's
see that.
turf already.
Let me see that. The water bottle. I'll
Thank you.
get some colder water.
It's to the right.
Do you want me to take your bottle?
It's pretty cool. I just.
Are you sure? Okay. Walk back slowly. Okay, hold this. Actually, when we're jumping, when we're running, the first like 14, 13 steps, we're pushing back. But once we get closer to the board, we're actually transferring our energy from pushing back to going up. And the only way to do that is if we're high kneeing at some point. All right, so I'm driving out like this, then I'm coming up, and at some point I'm like this. All right, so we're only focusing on the high knee with no speed. All right, and the goal is you're gonna high knee, and then once you get to here, you're trying to jump straight up into the air. All right, so I'll show y'all. We're doing high knees with a little bit of speed. Like I said, this is gonna kind of make it harder to jump because you have no drive out, but it's going to help in the end, all right? So we're like this. So, high knees, and then we're focusing on jumping straight up into the air. You guys have questions on that?
Well, do you want us to
No, you're doing high knees the whole time, so almost as if someone asked you to do a high knee drill.
just that the whole way?
Yes. So it's almost like very little momentum. Very little momentum. And we're thinking about jumping straight up over this. It is going to be harder than when you normally jump, trust me. Good.
Coach, I have those resistance bands, by the way. I just didn't want to forget.
Remember, jumping up. High knees, then up. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so I want you guys to come here real quick. We're gonna do this drill and we're gonna hold it, let's say like 10 seconds. When you're running, you run, you jump, your legs are like this, all right? Some people like cycle, like you'll see me cycle, whatever. But overall, the goal is to be your legs here, even if they don't go like that. So what you're doing is you're just gonna put your legs just like this, and you're gonna hold it for 10 seconds and try to put your chest forward, all right?
Into the knees, like.
Yes. Just like that. And lean a little bit forward to make it harder. And try to lean a little bit forward until it's impossible to hold. Just like that. Good. Do it 2 more times. That's the position that you need to think about being in when you're in the air, because what's happening is you guys are jumping and you're putting your foot down so fast. Literally, you're jumping and then going like this. You have to think jump and as if I'm jumping over a lake. If you think you're jumping in the sand, then you can land wherever and you'll be fine. But if you're jumping over a lake, you cannot let your foot touch any earlier to when the lake starts, well, when the lake ends. Yeah. So think, knees up just like that, all right? We're gonna do 2 more of these high knees, then we're gonna do just standing long jump. And then we doing the high knees. That's very good because that's actually the hardest part, is to jump from high knees. Trust me, like even when I was coaching at TCU, the top jumpers, we could do this drill, the 1 leg drill, they'll jump so far. Then when we get to high knees, it's harder because you're having to put more force into the ground because you're moving faster and you're not starting how you normally would start. So good job the first time. High knees. Over this. That is high knees. Alright, we're doing 1 more. I want y'all to see this. Alright? Let's see right. Like, where did my mic go? So the goal is to beat me, all right? Where do you guys want me to start from?
You start wherever, I'll beat you.
Okay. Once I learned this, I'm telling you, your bounce gets so much better because what happens is during jump practice, your shins and your calves are tighter than you can feel. You're never gonna feel your calves are tight until you have shin splints, literally. So what you're doing is you're stretching out your calves, which actually is a main part of how you have bounce. Your calves need to be stretched. And this way it's like guaranteeing the stretch. This is the first drill, but the next drill is even more of a stretch that helps. I used to do this literally every single practice. I did this even before nationals, and with any jumper I've coached, I've done this. So the next drill, you're on your toes. You're gonna take a step back, step back. Once one foot is in front, you're going from toes to flipping it up. Toes, flipping it up. You're on your toes the whole time, but you're going from toes to kicking the sand up, but you're kicking the sand because of this, not because I'm going like this. I'm literally flicking it up with my toes, all right? Just like this. You're going down and back twice. You may fall at first, but this is the whole point, all right? It's helping your calves. So you're on your toes the whole time. You're digging behind you. When you take a step behind you, try to dig your toe in so that you get some sand underneath it to flick up. Yes, just like that. Once your toe is in front, flick it up. Flick it up, just like that, all right? You don't have to go fast, but once your toe is behind you, make sure you're digging it into the sand. The more you dig it into the sand, the more your calf is gonna feel release when you flick the sand up. So basically what you're doing, yes, it's helping your balance and it's also helping your calf strength. Because if you don't have calf strength, you really don't have bounce. And if your calves aren't stretched out, then you're definitely gonna get hurt trying to get bounce. So calves are so important. I did not get any shin splints till after high school because of doing this, literally. So you should never, ever get shin splints ever again. I would literally do this. Even if you don't do a jumps practice, I would do this. Even if, like, let's say we went to nationals and we did like a jog around the track, I would come to here and I would do this. Because I'm telling you, may not feel it now, but you do a hard workout and you do this, then you're gonna feel your calves and you'll be like, dang, it feels like they're like, I just had a massage on my calves, literally. Let's go, let's go, let's go. How many times is that? There and back? Yeah. Do it 4 times. Sheesh, sheesh, sheesh. Y'all see the hairstyle with the one rubber band? It's only because I had one rubber band actually, but it is still a style. They didn't believe me that she was like 6'4". They was trying to argue with me. Who we were practicing with, like Sherrod, the coach. I'm like, yeah, he is. No, at first I said like 6'7", I think. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm guessing no one here is 6'7", so it's like you couldn't really say no. Like. Yeah.
I usually round up to 6'5".
I'm like 6'2" with no shoes on. I don't actually ever wear shoes, to be honest. Like literally only if I'm doing something like this. I always have just no shoes on, really. During practice, all of that. So this will be like a workout and recovery at the same time. A workout because you're balancing, but also recovery because your shins are getting a lot of relief right now by doing this drill. We're gonna do it in and out again.
So like in all ages, you think?
Yes. Some of those kids are like famous for track. Like that girl, I think in blue. Yeah, she's like the fastest runner in blue. I think she has like 2 million followers.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's so crazy. I was never that serious at that young. They would not get me to do this.
What school did she go to?
I don't even know. Elementary school, so. Like, I don't even know. All right, so the last thing we're going to do is an in and out, which what we start practice off with, we end with, which is literally the 75% stride, then walk, then stride again, all right? And I'm gonna do it with y'all.